My name is Carmen. My brother is an addict. My brother was an addict, and this morning I am sorry. I forgot. Before I came to Al-Anon, I was a cook. I'm still a cook. I'm just a different kind of cook, I guess. My brother and I, we will cook a lot together, especially when we were kids. That's when we were closet. Food was always our common ground. We wanted to open a restaurant together. We had a name. We had a vibe. I love it. My brother could make you feel confident in yourself. You know, like when I was a kid, if I was nervous, I was scared, I would want to something, he'd always tell me to just face it, get it over with. He will always say, stupid. He will always say, let it rip. He was loud, was hilarious, and he had this amazing ability. He could well into a room, and he could take the temperature of it instantly. You know, he could deal it. And I'm not built like that man. I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. That started when I was a kid. I was scared to speak half the time. And I go city grades because I couldn't pay attention in school. I didn't head into college. I didn't have any girlfriends. I don't think I'm funny. I always thought my brother was my best friend. Like we just knew everything about each other. Except everybody thought he was their best friend, you know? He was that magnetic. And I didn't know my brother was using drugs. What does that say? As we got older, I realized I didn't know anything about him really. He stopped letting me into the restaurant a couple of years ago. He has cut me off cold, and that hurt, you know? And I think that flipped the switch in me where I was like, okay, fuck you, watch this. And because we had this connection through food, and he had made me feel so redheaded and lame and shitty and uncool, I made this plan where I was going to go work in all the best restaurants in the world. You know, like I'm going to go work in the real kitchens, like fuck mom and dad's piece of shit, right? And it sounds ridiculous, you know, me saying that no. But that was I did. And I got the shit kicked out of me, and I separated herbs, and I chucked oysters and clams and uni, and I cut myself. And I got garlics and onions and peppers in my fingernails and my eyes. And my skin was dry and oily at the same time. I had calluses on my fingers from the cannabis. And my stomach was fucked. And it was everything. And a couple of years later, this funny thing happened, which is like for the first time in my life, I started doing this station for myself, and I was fast. I wasn't afraid, and it was clear, and I felt okay, you know? I knew which vegetables went together, proteins, temperature, sauce, all that shit. And when somebody new came into the restaurant to stage, it looked at them like they were a competition. Like, I'm going to smoke this motherfucker. I feel like I could speak through the food, like I could communicate through creativity, and that kind of confidence, you know, like I was finally good at something that was so new and that was so exciting. And I just wanted him to know that. In fact, I just wanted him to be like, good job. And the more he wouldn't respond, and the more our relationship kind of tried to deeper into this went and the bitter I got. And the more people I cut out, the curtier my life got. And the routine of the kitchen was so consistent and exciting and busy and hard and alive, and I lost track of time. And he died. And he left me his restaurant. And over the last couple of months, I began trying to fix it because it was in rough shape. And I think it's very clear that me trying to fix the restaurant was me trying to fix whatever was happening with my brother. And I don't know, maybe fix the whole family. Because the restaurant it has and it does mean a lot to people. It means a lot to me. I just don't know if it ever meant anything to him.